What's up, my crew members? My name is Andrew, and I'm here with the one, the only, Rob.
Hello.
And welcome to episode 21 of the SuperHeroCrew podcast, the one and only podcast on this specific channel that talks about comic books and all that good stuff. And we got not a lot of news and not a lot of stuff really to talk about. I hope. Usually when that happens, the episode becomes like 2 hours long. So
yeah,
so that's always good.
And we missed last week, so we have more to talk about. And maybe about last week's stuff.
Yeah. No.
I don't remember what came out last week.
I don't remember what came out last week either. But
Conan Serpent War ended, I think, last week. Didn't it?
Yes, I think so. Which was fine, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it was fine.
That was it. Probably my least favorite Conan book that's been.
Yeah, it was a little too.
Not counting Age of Conans.
It looked beautiful, but the story was kind of like, okay, I get it.
It just kind of leads into Battle for the Serpent Crown, which is a 5-issue miniseries.
Yeah. Are we starting off talking about that stuff, or are we going to do news first? What are we doing here?
We can't break protocol. Let's just talk news first.
Okay.
First things first, that Marvel Zombies Resurrection one-shot that I actually surprisingly enjoyed, they're going to continue the story because the last one ended on a cliffhanger. They're going to be continuing it with, I believe, a 4-issue miniseries.
Well, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, continuing the story.
It kind of just ended, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm excited. I know you're going to be getting this.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't. What problem do you have against Marvel Zombies?
Well, when they first came out, it was obviously just a cash grab to jump on the zombie train because everybody else was doing zombies, and I thought it was stupid. And now it doesn't matter how well it's written; it's still stupid to me.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad. I'm telling you, man. It's not bad.
Well, there's a lot of bad stuff out there. I mean, at least does it have Carnage and Venom in it?
No.
They'll be there. Don't worry.
Yeah, they will. I don't know why they just didn't do a 5-issue miniseries. Like, I just why do a one shot? It's like you have Marvel Zombies Resurrection #1 and then Marvel Zombies Resurrection #1.
It should have been number 0 or something if they're going to do that. It doesn't make sense.
I guess they were trying to see how it would go, and if people liked it, then they would, get picked up again,
But it came out in October. I gotta think this was already in the works. It takes a while to make a comic book.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe they rushed it out.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when it comes out and see if it's trash or not.
Is it the same writer and artist?
Yes.
There you go.
I think so. Right?
Philip Kennedy and
Philip Kennedy
and Leonard Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the same writer and artist. So I'm excited for it. I mean, at least that's okay. I mean, you know what? I liked this and not The Last God #1, so I have no opinion. So according to some people, but that's
Well, according to me, really, frankly.
Now, okay. This next book is the money. Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas.
No.
Me neither. He's apparently writing a Werewolf by Night book.
Makes sense.
This is the whole situation where they brought CM Punk to write a Shang-Chi one shot, and it was horrendous.
Yeah, it's going to get whoever fans of this guy to buy a comic book. That's fine.
Who's gonna buy this though? I don't understand. It doesn't. What? It's just so weird, and it's just a weird character for someone that's from the Black Eyed Peas to write for. Oh, Maya's going crazy. I don't know. It's just it's weird. I think.
No, they did a 1 page in Marvel Comics 1000 about Red Wolf.
Oh.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember that. Because I don't think I finished Marvel Comics 1000.
Yeah, if it was at the very beginning, you'd have remembered it.
Yeah. So apparently this is coming in April.
It's coming out of Outlawed too. So there you go.
Oh, that's epic. That's such an epic gamer moment. I'm telling you. Outlawed.
Yes.
We're getting all these things that are. So basically, what you're saying is that Marvel Comics, right? Marvel Comics 1000, like leads into, Marvel Comics 1001, which leads into Incoming, which leads into Outlawed, which leads into a bunch of other books, which leads into Empire.
I guess so, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just glad that it will be fine if they didn't do it all events. I like the continuity of it. I just don't like the idea it's all events.
Yeah.
And this is a new Werewolf by Night too. It's just some Native American kid. He's a young kid. That's why it's coming out of Outlawed. So yeah, I understand why they do these things, these crossovers, because it will sell more probably just because it has a big name on it, even though I have no idea who this person is. But yeah, like at least CM Punk, I think that's kind of the same genre. Wrestling and comics are pretty close. Whereas Black Eyed Peas, not even like a famous person from Black Eyed Peas doing a comic book, that's going to be a lot less crossover, I think.
Yeah. But
who knows? Whatever. If it gets one extra person to start reading comic books, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Once again, not for me. And after reading that CM Punk one, I'm sure it's not for you either.
No. But that's Werewolf by Night. So I assume you're picking this up.
Yes, it's definitely top of my list. I'm a big what's his name? Taboo fan.
Ah, Taboo.
Anyway,
next we got we looked at this already, kind of, but they just like revealed some more, I think. Like of these, it's Snapshots, Marvel Snapshots, with these spectacular Alex Ross covers.
I was gonna say the covers were terrible, but no.
Are you kidding me?
So it's obvious, yeah. It's coming out of Marvels and all that stuff. Kurt Busiek writing it, which is good. Yeah, I think it's just going to be like little ways to sell more Alex Ross covers, but at least it's written by a good writer. So
yeah.
No, it isn't, because it's each story is written by different people. The first one's by a novelist, by Alan Brennert, who wrote L.A. Law and Twilight Zone TV shows, and Jerry Ordway's drawing. So it's all different writers. I don't know, maybe Busiek scripted it, kind of like overview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the covers are amazing. This is something to get in trade with, because I really want to get what is it, Marvel's, and then like Earth X, I think it is, and then Marvel's X, and then now this, the Alex Ross kind of, books that he's done.
Oh, there's an X-Men one. Oh, jeez. I might have to get that one.
You got to get that one. And they're one-shots, apparently. Allegedly.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Unless they're all going to be one-shots that are like interconnected or some stupid
or,
like that.
Yeah, they're all separate books, right? They're not just one big book with multiple stories. That would suck.
I hope not.
No, it's X-Men Marvel's Snapshot. So
I hope there isn't like 3 Namor stories in the Submariner one.
I'm just trying to see. Oh, written by the X-Men, written by a co-host of a popular X-Men podcast.
No Hickman.
So it's written by some fan. So this reminds me of what was it, Marvel Spotlight back in the day, where they just get like up and coming people trying to break in doing stories.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're just really just selling it on the cover, so anybody can write this stuff.
Yeah, the covers are great. Is that all we have to say about it? I have nothing else to say about it. There's really this is like, this week it's like the news has not been too interesting.
No, it's kind of a downer week. At least there is news. Last week there was no news. So
yeah, it's kind of sad.
It's winter. Nothing happens in winter.
Yeah, but you know what did happen?
What's that?
The books got on January 29th that we should talk about.
I can't. Is that last week or the week before?
That's last week's, not the week.
What about
Do you want to talk about the ones from the 22nd?
Well, I would just say about Martyrs number 6 for X-Men time. Kitty Pryde's dead, so there's that.
What? They kill Kitty Pryde, like, actually? Well, no, they can't die.
Well, but Kitty might not be able to be resurrected since she's not allowed on the island. But Excalibur number 6 ended the story arc, so I'm done. The story's over.
Hold on a second. Are you saying you're dropping Excalibur?
Yes, that is it. It finished that storyline. I'm not going on to the next storyline, so I'm done with that one.
Why is that? What's so bad about it?
Oh, it's terribly written.
Yeah,
it's everything's wrong with it.
Teeny Howard's our girl.
Terrible. It is not written very well at all. Like it just goes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Did I read Ruins of Ravencroft Dracula? I think I did, but it was really boring. It wasn't as good as the Sabretooth one.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it was really suspended. Oh, we talking about Serpent War? It ended. It was confusing, but it looked beautiful.
Yeah, it was fine. That's it.
And after reading that, I'm not Dark Agnes. I'm on the fence on that one now.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna pick up the series. Because I was saying to myself, I'm like, you know what? If she seems like a very interesting character,
yeah, exactly.
And I was like, you know what? She just seems like a dick.
Yeah, she's like an asshole.
I know. I want a Solomon Kane series.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
I want.
Yeah, she just seems a bit of a jerk. Like if she was cool and I liked her, but I didn't like her character at all.
Yeah.
She seemed like a real jerk to Conan constantly. And that's it, I think, for that week.
Yeah.
You have anything highlights of 2 weeks ago?
Not really. I mean, Batman 87. Tom King's off the book, and I think it's pretty damn good. Like, really, really good, to be honest. I think it's really, like, it's good, what they're doing, because it's like, how do I put it? So James Tynion the Fourth is, like, basically getting rid of everything Tom King did, thank God, except the death of Alfred. Apparently that's sticking for a little bit. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I did end up reading Wonder Woman issue 750. Oversized $10 book. I'll be honest, the Steve Orlando story that was in it was actually pretty good. And what I guess is what is getting set up seems interesting, and so I'm gonna pick up the next issue, see how it goes, see how long it can last. Like I said, when Steve Orlando picked up Wonder Woman for like a couple issues, I thought it was horrible. It made no sense. It was all over the place. It was really dumb. And that's kind of like later on. And then G. Willow Wilson picked up the book after that, and it was really shitty. So I don't know. I mean, I read Wonder Woman by George Perez recently, the trade paperback, and I really enjoyed that. And I've been reading some like Wonder Woman trades that I have, and I kind of have like a kick to read some Wonder Woman stuff. So I don't know. Red Hood Outlaw 42, finally. That's a great book, and I think that's it. I didn't get Guardians of the Galaxy #1. I did not get that. Wait, you forgot to talk about Web of Venom. The Good Son.
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah, for sure. I was all over that book.
You didn't get Atlantis Attacks?
No, I didn't. I read it and I was like, that doesn't appeal to me. The description, I was like, no.
I think that's it for me.
And then this week, it was a lot. This week was actually really good.
Yeah.
Conan 12, it was all right. It was kind of fun.
All right. Yes, but no. That's all I gotta say.
Well, it wraps up the sort of wraps up the. Well, I guess it does. He throws him down a pit at the end. The children trying to kill him for the Blood God. And they have a little interaction back in time, which was funny. But
you know what the problem is that I have with it?
What's that?
Is that the last issue came out just so long ago that it feels like that this issue was rushed.
Yeah, I forgot about him, the god, sending him back and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I do like how his son showed up to save him.
Now, is that... I didn't know that, like, is that, like, a thing? Like, established that he had a son during the King Conan day? I didn't know that. Yeah.
Conan.
Did you notice at the end, I don't know if you paid attention, but at the end, they show something. Apparently, there will be a King Conan series coming out later in 2020. Yes. It has it at the very end of it. I always like.
So it's kind of continuation of this timeline where it's later in his life.
Which I have seen absolutely no articles about, which is very weird.
Yeah, usually don't. By the time they announce it, it's already been everywhere.
Yeah, but like I looked in the back of that, and then I looked it up, and I've seen nothing about it. As of recording this, I have seen no like articles or anything about it. You know, which is very weird. I assume I don't have the book with me, but I assume it's going to be written by Jason Aaron. You know, continuing like that story or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it's about Conan and his son getting into adventures. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
So I like how the kid's like, "Oh, you can relax now," and he's like, "Yeah, right."
I have a feeling though it's going to be like a mini series. You know.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Conan seems to be going that way. Other than this book seems to be the ongoing.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, you know, as long as it's not like Hellboy where all the miniseries are connected, you know?
Yeah, sort of. The Hellboy ones are sort of connected, yeah. Transformers, what is it, 16, I think it was, came out finally. It was fine.
Wait a minute, did I not read that? I don't think I read that yet. Shoot.
You missed it? I won't talk about it then. There's nothing really happened.
No, I have it. It's just I didn't read it yet. Shoot.
15 was a good book. I liked when Megatron beat up Soundwave, but this one
that was great.
Or Shockwave, I can't remember who beat up.
Yeah.
And this one's kind of just nothing much happened. This story is really slow.
I like this series, but my only like problem with it is that like sometimes you'll have great moments like Megatron beating up Shockwave, but then it's like then you'll have just like so many filler issues, and I feel like they can't do that because the book is not twice a month anymore,
and it's barely once a month. This thing is so delayed all the time.
I know. Which
we'll
talk about that. We'll talk about that.
The good thing about this one, it's a lot of political stuff and Soundwave's in it, and I love Soundwaves. Or not not Soundwave. Jeez, Starscream. Starscream's in it, and he's great. He's such an asshole. The other non-X-Men book I read was Avengers: The Wasteland, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like, it should be as good as it was.
Really?
I was like, I don't care about this book. I'll take a chance. And the way they brought the team together and what's happening, and Doom is being Doom. Like, he's kicking ass. He finds Ultron, who's retired, and he's living as a mechanic with some woman. He finds him, and he's like, what happened to you? He's like, that wasn't me. That was a different Ultron. And he takes Ultron and curb stomps him and kills him. Literally curb stomps him. He smashes his head in. And, so it's pretty much Doom hunting down after the events of Old Man Logan, or Dead Man Logan. He's hunting down all the resistance now that's been built up. And so it's Luke Cage's daughter, Luke and Jessica Jones' daughter, who's now Thor. The Hulk's baby, who's now like a teenager, but he's slow. And Ant-Man, who failed to protect his people, so he's kind of like broken. And at the very end, Captain America shows up. I doubt it's really Captain America, but someone who looks just like Captain America shows up. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Captain America...
No, he did not survive. No. So this is someone else who maybe a clone, maybe something else. But
now this is the Old Man Logan universe, right?
Yes, Avengers of the Wasteland. Yes,
that's cool.
It's really fun. It was a really good book.
Yeah, I have to I gotta get those in a trade.
Yeah, they're fun. New Mutants was good. It ended up there. It's a little storyline, and it was suppressing, and it was good. X-Force was good because it shows Beast as kind of like a badass, but then you think that he's a badass, but it turns out he fucked up, which is funny. And X-Men number 5, unfortunately, is delving into a storyline I hated, the Children of the Vault storyline from the old time, and it's kind of bringing that back, and I hated it back then. So it's really well written now. Like, it was good, and all the characters seem fine, but I just don't like that storyline, so it'll have to really hook me in for me to be interested. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, Fallen Angels, number 6. It's the final issue. Not just I'm quitting it, it is actually the final issue.
Nice. So that means 2 X-Men series you are done getting right now.
Yeah, Excalibur's continued on, but I'm not getting it, but Fallen Angels is done. And X-23 was in Fallen Angels. She's in X-Men number 5, and she kind of gets into some shit, so. And she's Wolverine again in that, so. Anyways, so I don't have to read Fallen Angels anymore. That's great. Because I guess Psylocke's going to be in that Hellions book, and all these characters are in different books now, so it kind of split off.
Yeah, Cable's getting his own book, right?
Yeah. So, but I hated this storyline. It was stupid. It made no sense, and I hated it. So I'm glad it's over.
It was just an excuse to get another X book out.
Yeah, it was. Well, whoever had the idea, I'm sure they thought it was a good idea in their head. I just don't think it went onto the page very well.
Here's the thing. It was twice a month, right?
Yeah, well, it was all over the place. All the X-Men books are sometimes twice a month.
Here's the thing. I feel like with that, it was canceled, without a doubt.
Maybe.
Because I feel like it was like twice a month, that book. And, or something like, it had to be twice a month, because when did the whole thing happen? Like October?
October when it started, yeah.
Exactly. So it was definitely twice a month. You know, it's January now. Or, you know, about twice a month. But,
yeah.
But, like, that book had to be canceled, you know, and because there was no like inclination that it was going to be.
It never said anywhere it was a short. Yeah, it was never said a miniseries.
Exactly.
It's like if it had done well, they would have had it keep going. Exactly. Excalibur must have done well enough that it's keeping going, but I guarantee this was the lowest selling X-Men book, and that probably was part of it. Where it's like, hey, whatever's lowest selling, we'll just cancel after the storyline ends. Mm-hmm. And the rest, I think, are doing fine. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would think New Mutants would be the next lowest, just because it's a little niche, but but it's
people have nostalgia for New Mutants, you know.
That's true, just the name, but they're barely in it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all my books. What about you? What books do you have this last week?
Detective Comics Annual number 3. Dealing with Death of Alfred. I kind of did some retconning.
Oh yeah.
Like, Alfred was actually like a secret agent guy. I don't know if that was established.
Well,
before.
That's what the TV show is all about. That's Pennyworth TV show. So that's probably where they're trying to tie it into that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Apparently he was like a secret agent and like had a partner, and then like Batman teams up with the partner and goes to like Russia or something, or the Ukraine or whatever. And, like, does it. It wasn't bad. It was just, like, whatever, you know? And then it was, like, the woman was like, yeah, I was, you know, I used to team up with Alfred a lot. But then, I don't know, he mentioned something about, like, an orphan, and he had to leave. I don't know, something stupid like that. And Batman's like, oh. But, yeah, it was a fun story, you know? I love when these annuals, you know? Like, this is an annual that does not tie in to the main series, you know? So like I hate those, I really do. But Avengers 30 was very good. The new Star brand was a pregnant woman from Earth, and Captain America delivered the baby in space. And yeah, they're like, oh, what are we doing with this baby? And they're like, I don't know, it's on fire. It's got like Star brand powers. And Gladiator came and it was like I gotta kill this baby. And Silver Surfer was there too, and he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And then Terrax shows up and he's like, I'm gonna kill the baby. He's like, I'm gonna kill this woman. But there's some really like weird stuff going on. Like I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there was a thing that they created called Boy Thing, where it's like a piece of man thing. Like it looks like a mini man thing, and they call it Boy Thing. And he's like best buds with Blade,
Jesus.
and they're like in this Shi'ar prison that's like the size of a galaxy, and boy thing, because Blade was dying from the sun that they were close to, and like boy thing covered Blade, like he became armor for Blade. And then like Black Widow was there and got like the War Widow armor or something like that. I don't know. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds kind of dumb, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it though. Thor #2 was good as hell. Thor like shot like Galactus's like fingers off and stuff. It was cool. It was really nice. I remember that was a good book. Let me see. Spider-Verse #2. I mean, 4. That's pretty good. These are almost like one-shot things where Miles just goes and is like, "Hey, I'm gonna go help this spider person," and then he leaves. It's the whole thing. And the next issue, they're bringing back Spider-Man Noir, even though he died in Spider-Geddon, and then Spider-Man Noir is getting his own series. So I don't know what the hell they're doing there, but Spider-Man Noir died.
Maybe it's a prequel.
I don't know. But, no, it can't be, though, because if Miles is going to Spider-Man Noir's dimension and he's there on the cover, then, like, what? I don't know.
Maybe there's some time travel going on.
I don't know. That just complicates things. You're hopping dimensions and then time traveling, too?
The dimension runs at a different speed than ours, so it's actually back in time there. That's why it looks like the 40s.
Stop trying to make excuses. Now, here's a surprising book that I love now. Suicide Squad #2.
Yeah, you keep saying I might have to jump on this series.
I don't know, Rob. I really liked it. You know what? I think when the first issue goes down to 99 cents, then just pick it up. Like, pick up the first issue at least, see how you like it. But the second issue is really good. I really like this series, and I picked it up on a whim because I was also like, oh, you know what, it's Tom Taylor. I liked him from Friendly Neighborhood and Deceased and stuff like that. You know, from what I've read, he's written some pretty good stuff. So let me check it out, and it's really damn good. I also picked up Philadelphia #3. I have not read it yet, but the second issue is great. It's pretty damn good. It's gonna sound dumb when I talk about it, but apparently, so it's about vampires, right? But you know who the leader of the vampires is, Rob?
Who?
The second president of the United States, John Adams.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? I don't know. It was
of all presidents, that's an odd one to choose.
Yeah, I know. Rob, you didn't talk about Weapon Plus World War IV.
You didn't talk about Scream.
Damn it. I actually, by the way, did get Weapon Plus.
I'm sure you did.
Now, do you want to know what happens in it, or do you not want me to spoil it?
You can spoil it for me, because I'm not picking up these books. You tricked me last time.
Alright, so basically, there's this new guy. This is like Weapon... I think it's Weapon 4 or something. It was something like that, where the basically like he has like a man thing, like powers thing where he can turn into like a man thing looking thing, you know. And they were like, yeah, if you do our dirty work, then we'll give you the cure. And he's like, but I've been doing your dirty work for like a long time. Like, can you please give me the cure now? And he's like, we got one more mission for you. And then he realized that there's no cure, and then just killed the guy and left. And then there's a short story in the back about brute force, these robotic animals that Weapon Plus made. They're like cyborg animal things. And that was that. It was really stupid. And here's the thing. They I feel like the whole Weapon Plus thing is like a really like big retcon. Like they're connecting like all these characters. You know what I mean? and they're like, oh, he's got, like Captain America and Wolverine, they were a part of the same program, and then like, apparently, I mean, if you look on the back of the thing, it shows the, the symbols for different characters, and you see the tiara for Luke Cage, and it's like, what? Like all the kind of like I feel like it's a big retcon, and they're just like have it like very small to the side. You know what I mean? Like and there's been since the summer there have been 3 one-shots. I think.
Yeah, it's just so confusing. Like the storyline doesn't make like coherent sense to me.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like that they're just trying to. I don't know. Trying to do something different on the side, and it's so weird.
They like tying everything together. Like that's their thing. That's why they do all those history ones now to try to tie everything up. It's like no, you don't. They don't have to all be tied up. There's all different criminal or government organizations causing trouble.
Mm-hmm. And the first one, Weapon Plus Wolverine and Captain America, came out July 10th. So that's since last summer. It's been like 6 months. There have only been 3 books.
Yeah, and it's just they're not been all. They haven't been. You can't really tell which one's which and where. And
yeah,
you had to get them as they come out, but they don't really matter. I guess you can read them in any order.
Yeah. Now the other thing too is, like it's called Weapon Plus World War 4. And it's like, oh, okay, that's like, I was like, really? That's what is it like in the future? No, it's not. It's just, it's yeah. I'm like, why not just call it Weapon Plus? Or well, I mean, Weapon Plus Weapon 4 wouldn't really work too good.
Or just have the big 4 on the front, so you think it's Fantastic Four.
Wow, they could do that. That would be too confusing.
Yeah, they should have turned out that the Fantastic Four getting their powers in space was caused by Weapon Plus.
That would be. Oh my god, dude! I would. I would stop reading comics. That sounds horrible. But
yeah,
yes, that is. That was that. You should have picked it up, bro.
Yeah. No, I was too busy reading Gwen Stacy.
Did that come out yet? I don't even.
I don't know. I think is it this week? It might be this week.
Maybe. Well, anyway, speaking of this week, let's talk about the books that are coming out February 5th. Rob, what books are you getting this week?
Marauder 7, in X-Men Fantastic Four #1, which is good because I just dropped 2, so I can pick up another one. Conan Battle for the Serpent Crown #1, and Transformers Galaxies #4, which is not coming out this week. No way that's coming out.
Let's talk. Great segue, Rob. Let's talk about this. So I was looking, and I was like, okay, I think we talked about it, that Transformers Galaxies #4 was supposed to be coming out, I don't even know, like last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, and the week before that. And it's starting to get to the point where I'm getting really annoyed, because I just put in a new pre-order at All Star Comics and Collectibles in Lindenhurst, New York, on Long Island. I put in the pre-order, and issue 5 and 6 were on the same order.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And I was like, why are they on the same order? Like, does that mean that they're coming out at the same... And I think the thing that Diamond does is... I thought, like, that, like, it got pushed back and then, like, they canceled the order. Because I know I put in an order already for Transformers Galaxies 4, and I was nervous. I was like... And when I didn't get it, and I thought it was coming out last week, I was like, shit. Like, did like... Because I think what they do is if things get pushed back, they cancel the order and then put it on the next order or something. I don't know.
So you didn't want to order it twice.
Yeah, and I was like, shoot, did they like cancel the order and then I didn't order it again? But no, it just got delayed. And it's pissing me off at this point because it's just getting annoying, you know.
Well, I just looked on this week's. It's no longer solicited for this week, so really? I'm trying to see if it's next week. Transformers 17 is supposedly next week, which is the 16 just came out last week, so I doubt that's going to happen. But yeah.
What was the thing that you said By the way, February 19th is when Transformers Galaxies #4 is allegedly coming out.
Jeez, so it got delayed 2 weeks already. Yeah. Well, now the 2 weeks from where I thought it was going to be delayed already.
Technically, I think the third issue came out last year.
Yeah. IDW is having a lot of issues, I guess, and we're wondering if this is a symptom of that. It's that they had like $19 million owed or whatever, like not owed, but their earnings dropped by $19 million last year, and they have because they have all different companies. They have comics, they have a game division, and they have some other stuff. And said that they tanked last year. So I think, I don't know if this distribution issues. First of all, we only read Transformers from IDW, so we're not sure if this affects all the other lines. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it seems kind of weird that they're having all this money issue, and all of a sudden their comic books are being delayed constantly.
Yeah.
So
you know when the last issue came out?
When's that?
November 27th.
Yeah, so that's bad. That's like 4 months.
That's a long time.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, 3.5 months. Yeah, that's bad.
Jesus. And I really like the series too.
And it'd be fine if this was in between the two arcs, but it's the end of the last arc.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just want to know what happens to the Destructicons.
Yeah, exactly. If it was in between issues 4 and 5,
yeah, it'd be
then
fine.
I'd be alright. Yeah, because I'm dying to know what's gonna happen with Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, we'll see if that even comes out. This is getting to the point where I'm thinking IDW might be losing licenses or losing their whole company. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, like, I'm thinking, I was like thinking about it. I was like, should I just drop these Transformers books because it's getting annoying at this point? But then I'm also like, it doesn't really affect like the bank too much for me because it's like it comes out so little, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect me too much, you know. But
yeah, so that's pretty bad.
So issue 4 is coming out apparently the 19th, which is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was at least delayed a couple weeks already, and that's delayed another 2 weeks. So it's probably delayed about a month by the end of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you never said what you're getting this week. What are you getting this week?
Well, I will be getting Batman 88. Like I said, series is great. Daredevil 17, Book of the Year. Savage Avengers 0. Weird that they're doing a 0 issue. A $5 0 issue.
It's a reprint. It's reprinting X-Men 190 and 191. That's weird.
What? I thought it was like a new story.
Representing a pair of classic, yeah. In the context of great new sequence.
Wait, hold on.
They're doing what they did.
Coach. Hold on.
They're doing what they did to. They're gonna do to the X-Men story. They're just putting out old ones and then putting a new wraparound on it.
Coach, I have great news. So Savage Avengers issue 0 is coming out, and they're reprinting Uncanny X-Men 190 and 191, written by Chris Claremont. And guess who it's drawn by? Your favorite, John Romita Jr.
But it's got a wraparound story.
You know what's
Isn't that exciting?
You know what's sad? I pre-ordered it, so I have to get it. I can't just not get it now because I pre-ordered it. You know what I mean?
Well, there'll be like two new pages in it, so you'll have something to read.
But I don't understand. It says the looming threat of Cool and Goth reunites Doctor Strange and Magic on Krakoa.
But they're gonna have a flashback.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty hinky.
I hope it's a new. I will be back.
No, it says it's with a great new sequence illustrated by Greg Smallwood. So it's that story with a wraparound story. Just like they're going to do with the X-Men God Loves Man Kills.
I'm very upset.
This is like a test.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
How would you? You would think that it would be like one of those X-Men ones.
I thought it would be like, oh, this is like a backup for the series, you know what I mean? Like, this is like some other information,
I don't. Isn't Magic going to be in a new comic with Doctor Strange soon? So maybe they're setting that up too.
Oh, I think like Strange Academy or some stupid
thing.
Yeah,
is Magic
like
in that one? Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But here's the thing though, like Savage Avengers, I consider to be like a Conan book, because like Conan's been like in every issue, and it's
not
like
this story.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I guess
like,
that's why it's a 0 issue.
I've read Uncanny X-Men 190 and 191 back in the day, but I don't remember what it's about. I do remember the name Cullen Gath, so it must be about that wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You have that to look forward to.
I'm upset now. You have upset me.
Well, I just happened to see it in the preview, so I was like, ugh. But Joker Harley Quinn's Criminal Sanity is coming out, so you should be happy with that.
Yes, I am happy about that. That I am actually excited for. That series is going to be 9 issues. For some reason.
Yeah, weird number.
It's slow, but really good. Doctor Doom #5. Oh, that's a good book. That's a good book. Doctor Doom is badass in that as usual. Spider... What happened?
You skipped Black Cat #9. It's got Wolverine in it.
You skipped Lois Lane #8. And also, Black Cat #9 has Wolverine. Wolverine's an X-Men. You have to get it.
And she's in Mandrapore.
Ah. Spider-Verse #5. Spider-Man Noir. Dead No More. More. Miles continues his journey to save the Web of Life and comes face to face with Spider-Man Noir. But wait, is he dead?
It sounds like you wrote this.
Damn.
Well, at least they're they know they're doing something weird. They're at least acknowledging it.
Yeah, they're acknowledging that they're doing something stupid. Why don't they just he literally has not been dead for like not even a year, I feel like. Or has it been a year? No, it's been more than a year actually. I take that back. Oh, and then Conan Battle for the Serpent Crown.
Yes. We'll see what happens. What is it? 4 issues? 5 issues?
That is 5 issues. So you're not gonna get Dark Agnes then?
No, I think I'm not going to.
Yeah.
She didn't wow me.
Yeah.
Like, say if it was the Solomon Kane book, I'd probably read that.
Yeah, definitely, because he's like kind of badass in that.
Yeah, he was badass. Where she's just like a jerk.
Yeah.
She just rubbed me the wrong. Like Solomon Kane was a bit of a jerk to Moon Knight, but they kind of worked off each other. But she was just Conan did nothing wrong. If Conan had been a real jerk to her, I can understand it. But he did nothing wrong, and she was just an asshole to him.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what it really like turned me off the character.
Yeah. No. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm getting this week. So.
Yeah, I have a really now I have a really short week because Transformers isn't coming out, so I think I have 3 books.
Yeah, don't forget 2080.
Yes, always 2080.
Always 2080. Yeah, I've been like keeping track of the books that I'm reading and stuff like that, and trying to like figure out like, oh, I could drop this book and pick up this book and do this. And I've been making sure to like order some of the graphic novels of like books that I haven't read recently. Like that whole remember the whole Annihilation Scourge book, that thing that we talked about. I didn't get that, but I ordered the trade for it, so I can read it in trade form. Makes everything easier.
Yep.
And so I think I'm gonna just do that from now on with miniseries, unless it's Conan, obviously. But yeah, I mean that's it. I don't think there's anything else to talk about, unfortunately.
No, it's the downfall of comics as we know it.
Yeah.
Every week.
Exactly.
But except for this week, it was really good.
Yes.
Minus 1 book. Obviously, Fallen Angels sucked, but.
What? How could you? But Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. There's no news. We will probably have an episode next week. Depends on how much news there are. Maybe, you know what's going to happen, right? Tomorrow there's going to be a shit ton of news.
Yeah, it always happens, right?
Yeah. Like right after we talk about it. And I'll have the articles linked in the description if you guys want to take a look at it, people listening. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. And, you have anything else to add, Rob?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was a, we'll see you next week if anything exciting happens.
Yes. Anyway, guys, alright, I will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.